All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And it's here, guys. We're here. RWBY Volume 6.
The intro.
The intro, yes,
the intro.
Specifically. The intro for Volume 6, which means new music. New music.
Yeah.
Casey and Jeff Williams.
Oh, yeah.
We also have we've watched the trailer so far. So we know there's going to be new Grimm.
Yeah.
There's going to be at least one, maybe 2 or 3 new characters that we noticed.
Yes.
Lots of going to Atlas.
It seems, yes.
Yeah, and guys, we're hyped. It's here. We've got some announcements about how our RWBY reactions are going to be released.
Right.
So make sure to stick around to the end of the video for that. So, you ready, Jacob?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's get right into this. Oh, I'm already in love with this music. Already in love with it. The team is back together!
Yep. I love that they showed the close-up of Crescent Rose.
Oh! Could we be getting Moon's backstory?
All right.
Casey, you're killing it. Okay, all right.
2 of them.
Adam bit there.
Train.
Yep. Yes, I'm so excited for her character. Whoever she is, I want more of it. Oh, tentacle powers, tentacle Grimm, tentacle. Nope.
All right. And is that the next maiden, possibly?
What?
Or Cinder?
What?
Wait.
What? Torchwick Hat?
Don't play with us.
You can't do that.
You can't do that.
You can't
I was
do
thinking
that.
That's Neo or something, which would be amazing, but like.
Ozpin. Those are like previous Ozpins.
Okay.
All right.
I am
That's
so
the Manticore Grimm from RTX. Whoa! I'm freeze framing that.
Yeah, that's the Manticore.
Whoa!
Very fluid. Love it.
Very fluid animation. Love it. And she's with the main crew.
This seems like more of a trailer than the actual trailer, even.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Totally.
All right.
Totally not worth mentioning anything in that trailer or opening intro. No, not at all.
Guys.
It wasn't amazing at all.
Let's just count off the top 5 things. Okay. First of all, the visuals. Visuals look
great.
Really good.
Fantastic. Like this was so fluidly put together. Like this could have been the trailer. Like they could have just done this as the trailer and that would have been fine. We got both, which is fantastic.
But you compare this to previous openings.
Oh yeah.
And not just the music.
No contest.
I think this is easily top 2 or 3 openings.
Certainly on visuals. I'll have to give the music another try because it was very good. Well, trailer music and the vocals I didn't quite I wasn't paying as much attention to because just what was happening on screen was so good. But I'm really looking forward to that full version to see what exactly they have going on there.
Once we get more time with the music, I'm sure that in combination with that will end up being one of my favorite openings ever. I think specifically the visuals put it into the #1 slot just overall.
It's the visuals cannot be denied. They can't be given enough.
Not only that, but just the amount of things that they showed in there and kinds of stuff. So let's go over those really quick.
Yeah.
First things first, let's go actually through the simpler things. The simpler things first.
Team RWBY is back to one thing.
Team RWBY is back together.
Yep.
They're moving essentially with Team RWBY and Team Ranger or
Orange.
Orange.
Yeah. But they've got the 2 pairs within Team RWBY of Ruby and Weiss. You know, they had a lot of screen time here. There was the whole Blake and Yang thing on the train. You know, with Adam in the window.
Yes, they're very much giving us some hints potentially. Yes. I don't know how much we should take the shipping aspect of it seriously, but we shall see.
But I mean, they're messing with us. They're messing with us.
I mean, not necessarily messing with us, but they might be teasing some things.
Yeah.
Another thing that was really big was the Grimm. The Grimm looked actually terrifying and big. We knew that the Manticore Grimm was going to be something that they would be dealing with,
and it's awesome.
And it's awesome because we went to RTX, so there's that.
Now, then there's also the Ozpin, previous,
Yes.
One for All holders, avatars, whatever, and that whole lineup thing.
Yes, there were a couple mysteries. The one that I think needs the most attention is that, other than the hooded figure, which is obviously a certain person, and we will get into that in a second.
Or the moon.
Or the moon.
That whole shot,
Actually, let's get into the moon real quick.
That was okay.
That was very unsubtle.
Right, that was very unsubtle, and I feel like that connects in potentially really well with the whole Ozpin past lives thing, because that's a lot of stuff that's basically hinting at the idea of we're going to do
like ancient
backstory stuff.
Yes.
Which
is
really
exciting.
Cool.
Something that I learned from RTX was through the help of Murder of Birds, Arnold. I asked a question to the panelists, basically saying what themes will be explored in volume 6 with regards to story, and it was basically saying that the past's relevance in the present, basically the past having value in the present.
Yeah,
and that sounds like a lot of backstory.
Oh yeah,
that also sounds like a lot of introspective look at character specific pasts and backstories. So I'm thinking Ozpin, I'm thinking Adam, I'm thinking in some ways also Cinder. We'll get into why in a second.
But okay, the whole Ozpin statue with the lady, what's that? That's
intriguing.
Is she supposed to be one of the other maidens or what? Who
knows?
I would expect her to be
a wife or something.
Yeah, who knows?
Are there descendants of Ozpin that have other
exactly
aspects
like what if he had babies? He could have a lot out there actually.
A lot. In fact, way too many, actually.
Yeah.
Descendants, at least, not babies. But
right.
But the other big thing was the old lady with the mechanical goggles, kind of the old Katara-looking character. She was pictured with the main crew at the end of the opening.
Wasn't that shown in the trailer as well, though?
I don't think she was shown to be with the group as closely. It seemed like there was going to be a portion of story where she'd be with them, but the fact that the opening gave them an out-of-story relevance pose, where it seemed like a poster.
Gotcha.
And she was put with them in the pose. My thought is that she's a season-wide important character, because what I originally thought was that she was going to be an episodic, character that comes in and just has a scene or 3.
I definitely see her being something for the season. My question is she going to have any relevance outside of this season? Because that's the real thing. Because with someone like, say, Leo, right, from previously, right, we got him, and that was a one season character, right, introduced and removed, right.
We knew his name before we knew of him, but he was brought in to basically be exited through the story's plot. The other big thing was that Torchwick hat.
Yeah, so you can't toy with us like this, Rooster Teeth.
Well, Torchwick's not coming back. We know that.
Torchwick's not coming back, but I mean,
is Neo coming back this season?
Well, yeah, and that, they could do that. It kind of doesn't make sense. They could do it. It could be great. But we looked closely.
We looked closely at the hooded figure lady.
It's not Neo.
It's not Neo at all.
It is another lady.
It's Cinder. And she is Grimmified. Big time.
Her hand
her
is
left hand
spindly
was white. Grim bone mask
and
white.
Spiky and stuff.
Spiky and claws and stuff.
And there was a point where hooded figure was fighting. Hood obscuring the face, of course, but sword. Sword. That looked very much like Cinder's.
It was Cinder's old weapons that she would conjure up with her powers, essentially. So Cinder's back, and this is something we predicted forever ago. Yeah, you can go back on record to find us talking about this, but we've been talking about a Cinder Alone episode for so long.
Now, here's one of the things that's great about this. Here's one of the things that's great about this, guys. So Cinder Alone, right? That sounds like a great idea for an episode. It'll be fantastic. It'll be wonderful. It'll be right? Yes. Now, here's the thing.
Yes.
They have, over the course of this show, made Cinder look more and more like a gender-bent Zuko.
Yep.
Fire powers, okay, cool. But then she has a scar. Okay, that's something else.
Now she has a body scar.
Now she's been disgraced by the Fire Nation or whatever. Oh, and they're bringing back the dual swords. So a fire wielder of mysterious identity with a scar, with dual swords, going around and, being all mysterious and stuff.
And in hiding,
And has recently hit a low point and might, have some good character development from that point moving forward, and was previously the main antagonistic enemy of the main character. Have we seen this before? Like, what?
Yeah. This is also something that I've heard that you don't know about, Jacob, but Carrie Shawcross said in an interview that there was a character that we hadn't seen in an empathetic light that we were going to see in this volume.
Now it's
there's a lot of candidates for that.
Yes, Adam is one because
Adam is the primary candidate.
Right, because of the whole character short.
But the fact that we now have confirmation, basically,
because here's the thing: the fact that they put the Torchwick hat in there, right? No, Torchwick's not coming back.
But it's someone connected to Torchwick.
Someone connected to Torchwick, and there are very few people actually connected to Torchwick, especially on the bad guys' side, right? Yep. Cinder, Mercury, Emerald, and Neo.
And it's not Neo.
And it's not Neo, and it's not Mercury or Emerald.
Oh, right? What do you know? There's only one left. And this one has a Grimm glove hand transformation thing, also wielding the same sword that Cinder used in her fight against Raven.
Now, if Neo was for some reason in Atlas, and they were able to make it make sense, cool. I'm a big Neo fan, right?
Yeah.
But
she doesn't have to be brought back here.
Yeah, she doesn't have to be brought back here. Good job. Cinder does. I know. We have Chibi. But
no,
Cinder, on the
other
hand...
Cinder is back.
Oh, yeah.
And she will finish what she started.
Well, I know. Well,
or,
I don't know. I don't know.
Or she's going to be going on her own quest, because in the trailer...
Self-discovery and all that.
Yeah, in the trailer... There was the lady with the two flanking bodyguards, the older lady who was
sitting at the desk.
Sitting at the desk. She was talking to a hooded person that looked exactly like this person here.
Oh,
so I'm guessing that this is a Haven Mistral kind of side quest thing.
Okay,
so it could actually be a Cinder Alone episode, but not like the entire episode, like a section of the episode.
Yeah, and now she has to capture the silver-eyed warrior to regain her honor and whatnot,
or just find a way, find a way to catch up with them. I like the idea of Cinder being jumped back to every once in a while, and having her essentially trying to find her way to an objective.
Now she just needs an Uncle Iroh.
Yep, but she's not going to get one.
Not going to get one.
And if anything, I kind of like the Fallen from Grace villain.
Oh yeah,
where there is no redemption, but there is empathy.
Right.
The idea that she's been grimmified. Society is going to...
She's not going to
accept her. Yeah, she's not going to have a good ending. But she might have an empathetic...
Right. She might basically... Yeah. She won't have a good ending from the standpoint of the practical sense, right? Yes. But she might have a good ending from the emotional sense.
Or from the character development
sense. The idea that she might not get what she... She might not get what she wants, but she might get what she needs.
And not necessarily what she deserves.
Sure. Well, that I would say would be a happy ending.
Well, no, getting a metered down version of what she deserves.
Right, yeah, exactly.
Like not something horrible.
I could see a satisfying ending for Cinder being her basically just being out in the wilderness, being some, like loner hermit, whatever you want to call her or whatever. And like, oh yeah, like that's the kind of thing where like if there was, this is crazy talk, but if there was some sort of like RWBY spin-off series, right, or some arc later on that was so disconnected from the main plot line, that it was essentially a new story where someone comes across this strange person in the woods.
RWBY spin-offs have so much potential if they want to keep the universe alive, but having the story that we've been going on so long just end. That would be amazing. I also want to say, if Cinder is grimmified to the point where society does not accept her or essentially outcasts her to where she has to hide everything and stuff, you know who's the perfect person to team up with in that so that you can reintegrate? Emerald. Because Emerald can keep her just talking to one person at a time and constantly be changing their perception of Cinder to where Cinder could actually function within society as long as she wasn't talking to wasn't observed by too many people at once.
Yeah.
She just would live a little bit more of a solitary life, but I think that's something that Emerald would really appreciate because she does care for Cinder, even though Cinder is one that doesn't necessarily or hasn't shown necessarily that much care for
Cinder
her.
could go Blue Spirit and just get a mask.
That is true. I mean, right now she is basically covered in a hood, kind of.
But like she could just go full on like ninja.
I like that too.
Like,
I like that too.
yeah.
But then again, she probably wouldn't get far socially that way.
Yeah, but that's fine. She can just say she took a vow of silence or something.
Or she's scarred and she doesn't want to show it because it's embarrassing.
Yep.
But then, of course, she would have to get gloves and, all the other things
it's
there.
weird, but
I'm so excited for Volume 6!
And the character that I'm most excited for, like, as much as I think about it, even as big a fan as I am of Iron Daddy and Neo and all of them, Cinder is really the character that I'm most excited to see more of this volume.
Yeah, I'm also really excited to get the team all together so we can expedite some character development for specific key RWBY members, Team RWBY members, specifically Ruby. I think Ruby is in need of the most character development of any of the main kid protagonists.
Because they've introduced a lot of new characters, both from the standpoint of just bringing them into the story and also upgrading their status as characters within the story.
Yep.
And Ruby is the one that really needs to get a lot more development because she's had good conversations with like Oscar and things like that, but even then, most of the time the focus was on Oscar rather than on Ruby. So yeah.
So looking forward to lots of backstory, lots of action, lots of snow apparently, and looks awesome, guys. RWBY Volume 6. Here's our key announcement for those of you that want to know what our reaction release schedule will be. Thank you for watching the end of the video here. We will be doing something different this volume. What this means is that we will be recording our reactions per normal. We are going to have two versions though. We are going to have a timer-based version that will only be accessible on Patreon. And this means that basically we will do a no-show footage. It will be like nothing on there. You have to be a Rooster Teeth First member or have some kind of account or have your own access to the episode and sync it up to our reactions. Right. And then we will have another version that we will put up once the episode is available for public use 1 week from 1 week from the time that the episode airs. And then that one will be made available to everyone. So if you want to watch our reactions and get into our discussion early, check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You get the early access there, and any level of support gets you access to our Discord where you can chat with us as we watch the episodes week by week. Or just talk to us about, whatever. And if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until the first episode, which is coming out probably very soon, like right after this video is put up, at the very least for patrons, but however that works. 1 week from now for public stuff. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.